Morning. Morning, everybody. Welcome to another daily video log. Um, for those of you just watching for the first time, I'm doing a video log for a year to chart the changes in my life. So much has happened in the last 5 years, so that's what today is all about. And also, there's something I just wanted to quickly share and get out in the into the world before the trailer for Star Wars Episode 9 came out. Okay? This is something that me and a friend was discussing at work, right? Because we're both not fans of The Last Jedi. Okay? Um, we're both not, you know, in terms of story, it's really, really good. Okay? In terms of Star Wars film, it's really, really bad. It's like Force Awakens gave Star Wars fans what they wanted, and everybody, like quite a lot of people, liked Star Wars Force Awakens, but Episode 8 took away from people what they wanted, and so I feel that a lot of Star Wars fans don't like The Last Jedi because of that. But for story purposes, it's a great story because you can never predict what happens in that story. It always twists and turns. So story wise, it's probably a good film, but Star Wars wise, it's right. Episode 9, right? Imagine for a moment if this was the case for the story. I mean, I hope J.J. Abrams is doing this story that I'm about to tell you, because this is Episode 9 that I would want to see happen, and I feel that all the Star Wars fans would want as well. Okay, it's gonna be, this is the mic drop moment for Episode 9. Okay, so Star Wars Episode 9, right, starts off, okay, with the crawl, right, bring you up to speed of the struggle between the Last Order and the new sort of the rebels, what they're called, um, and saying about Rey, right, and then you see Luke Skywalker, who sat meditating on a rock, kind of like the way we last saw him when he flittered away into nothing, right? Just, after The Last Jedi. But he sat there, and then he opens his eyes like that, and he goes, and he stands up, right, just in time to see the Millennium Falcon coming down to where he's living on that planet and land. And he's like, and so he walks over to the sort of the hillside, right, just in time to see Rey appearing up the hill, and whips out the lightsaber and hands it to him, and he looks like that, and the first words out of his mouth is, "I must train you," right? And then we find out that in the next like 5 minutes that the whole of Episode 8 was a premonition that Luke Skywalker had when he was meditating. He saw the future, like he did in Episode 5, like he did, I see visions of friends being tortured and all this, right? He's visions. The whole Episode 8 is just a Luke Skywalker vision. We have Luke Skywalker back alive. We have everything's reset back to the end of Force Awakens. Okay, JJ can literally just pick up where he left off. the story, okay? Because episode 8 was just a pure premonition. Mic drop. Okay, it was just a pure vision that Luke Skywalker had. So we have the Luke we want to have. Okay, everybody's still alive, right? We have the Luke Skywalker we want. We get to find out who Snoke is. Rey's parents mean something. Okay, there's a showdown between Snoke and Rey, perhaps. Kylo Ren still has his mask. He hasn't destroyed it completely. He still wears it, and honestly, that is episode 9 that I would want to watch. Okay, that is episode 9 that I hope to God JJ is making, because every Star Wars fan would love that. It would reset back and bring Star Wars back from the ashes, because I feel that Star Wars has been killed a little bit with episode 8, The Last Jedi. It would mean The Last Jedi was a complete kind of fake, but I think it would please a lot of fans. And I hope to God that is the case. I really do. Because I just think that would be an awesome Star Wars film. And that's the episode 9 I want to see happen. And that's the episode 9 I would write, if I was in charge. So there we go. Today, I'm just heading off to do some cleaning, a couple of hours, and then I'm going to go to the doctor's. Got a doctor's appointment. I have been working for the past few months with a hernia. It has stopped me from attending a book signing or a book thing. It has kind of prevented me from doing my full exercise routine. I've been living with a hernia, so I'm going to the doctors to get an appointment. I can also talk about my hands because they're kind of tingly. They're always like numb. So go to the doctors, sort out hernia, sort out my hands, and anything else that's bloody wrong with me. And that's it really. So yeah, I mean, fingers crossed. That's the Star Wars we get. But yeah. And then when I come back from the doctors, there was some things I was going to do, but I can't remember for the life of me right now what it was. There was some things I was going to do. I'll probably write. Oh, that was it. Oh, yes, right. Okay, that was it. I remember now. So I've had this idea. I've been wanting to do an audio book for a while now, right? I'm gonna have to wrap this up because otherwise it's gonna glitch out. I've been wanting to do an audio book for a while, but I can't do it with my books because they're impossible. They're not a linear story that I can tell. It's a story that's created on the fly by the reader, so it's like completely impossible to audio book my adventure game book series. But I've been wanting to do a linear story, like a fictional story, for a long time, and I think I've come up with a good story that will hold. I can't reveal the story, I'm afraid. I can't reveal too many details about the story. Suffice to say, it's going to be the format of the book. It's a fictional book, right? But the format of the book will be like a diary, somebody's diary for a year, okay? And I'm going to start recording the audio book. I want to do that first, and then from the audio book, I'm going to create the fiction book, the novel. So is it a novel, or is it like I don't know. Depends how many words. That's why. So yeah, I'm going to start laying the tracks down today. So maybe tomorrow we'll do like a video log with me doing a few, vocals, just to get an idea. But I can't really tell you much until I've pretty much completed it, really. But yeah, so this is the beginning of that little project, as well as I'm going to continue writing the adventure game books, because I have got one coming out in April or May, one of the 2 months. So yeah. Right then. Okay, guys, that's that then, and I'm gonna go watch the Endgame trailer from the Super Bowl. I'll see you guys. Take care. Bye bye.